Hi, I'm Sam, and today we're making a neo-soul track. This is a bit of a different video than I usually make. Rather than just bringing out the music, I'm showing you how I make it and the process behind that. So, what actually is neo-soul? In basic terms, it's a type of R&B, rhythm and blues, that combines elements from other genres such as jazz, hip-hop, rap, to name a few. So to begin with, I wrote out the ideas I had for Lights on the Moon into musical notation and made a lead sheet like this. A lead sheet is basically the music with the chords over the top. So in this case, I actually found a neo-soul chord progression online that I liked, and I wrote the melody over the top of that. There's a deeper explanation of this in a bit. So I decided I wanted to start right from the beginning and record the introduction first. This might seem logical, but actually quite often you record a bit in the middle before you think about doing the introduction. Right, so here's me playing the introduction. I've put the chords over the top as well for anyone who's interested. So once I'd recorded the introduction, I decided I wanted an EQ fade, which basically involves playing around with different settings for sound until I found one I liked. Here's what I got. After finishing the introduction, I decided to move on to the main body of the song, which I'd arranged beforehand for piano, electric piano and bass. Ironically, what you're about to hear I scrapped later, as I'm too much of a perfectionist. That's sometimes how music goes. I decided to call it a night after that. I wasn't particularly satisfied with what I'd done, but I did have some ideas of what to do the next day. I got back to work the next day with quite a few ideas of what to do next, but more importantly I had an idea of a chorus type tune, so I thought I'd use this opportunity to show how I write out music from ideas. So as soon as I get an idea for a tune, I either record it straight away, or as quite often happens, I get it in the middle of the night and so try and work out the notes and write them down in a notebook or something so I can remember them in the morning. Then I go into Garageband and record them on the piano before using the notation tool to turn it into sheet music. I then go into MuseScore, a free notation software, and copy the music from Garageband. In this case, I already had half the lead sheet written out, so I just had to copy the music from GarageBand and then overlay the same chords. Having done this, I recorded the melody so I could play all the other instruments over the top. After adding the tune, I also added a drum loop, and with this backing track, I re-recorded the piano, electric piano and bass until I was satisfied with them. Then I decided to record the melody on my flugelhorn, which is basically a trumpet but with a different sound. After doing this, I decided to make the drum track. I could have just used the drum loop I already had, but I tried to make these things from scratch. This is sadly another time-lapse you won't see the product of, as after finishing this beat I scrapped it and made it a lot simpler, as you'll see in a bit. All in all, I probably should have just got an actual drummer to do this, but at the end of the day it isn't particularly vital to the track. So now that I had the vast majority of the track done, all that was left was some small adjustments and recording. This usually includes things like extra percussion, trumpet backing and perhaps extra piano parts. I did this off camera as it can be really tedious and boring. Anyway, this is the final version of Lights on the Moon. I hope you enjoy. that's pretty much it from me. I really hope you've enjoyed taking a look at how I made lights on the moon, as much as I enjoyed making this video. If you want to stream lights on the moon on YouTube or SoundCloud, you can click up here. The links will also be in the description. Thanks for watching.